I'm gonna show you some more fundamentals again. Just going over fundamentals. Just keeping you updated with gold. What's going on as far as the news is concerned. Ukraine is intensifying, having demands is likely to keep the yellow metal afloat. So most likely we're still in an uptrend. A large amount of political uncertainty spurs a flight into the safety board's demand for gold, which is perceived as a hedge against such risks. Meanwhile, U.S. is equally future tumbles during Monday APAC trades, unscoring sour settlements. So a swift ban raises concerns about Russian exports, sending crude oil prices higher. One key of implications of this include rising inflations, which may put pressure on the Fed's tighten monetary policies more aggressively. So we could still see gold heading up, gang. I'm going to show you another one. As we can see gold still heading up. Bulls should be pushing price up. This right here suggests that more buyers are returning to the bullion market and rising geopolitical unrest. The number of GLD shares outstanding increased to 2.6 million last week after a rising of 1.2 million in the prior week. Acceleration pace of subscriptions to ETF may be viewed as a bullish signal for prices. So gold should still be heading up. We're going to show you this. I'm going to show you some more. Gold prices are attempting to breach a key resistance level of 1916. We just need to see a push above 1915. I believe price is at 1915 right now. Let me just double check real fast. Let's double check real fast. Game. Price is at 1904 right now. We can just look at that real fast. Go to that. So gang, the price is still price is at 1915 right now. Exactly. We see a push above. We just need a close above, a push above 1915, take profit 11, and we're going back up to take profit 12. Overall, as I said, gold is still in the overall. We're still in an uptrend, gang. So gold can still head back up. Bulls are still pushing. Buyers are still pushing price back up to take profit 13. Once we get to a close above take profit 11, price is going to take profit 12, and then take profit 13, 1945, take profit 12 is 1930, and eventually we can see price going all the way up to 1965, and we see price go above that. We're going up to 2000. We can go all the way up to 2000, gang. So I'll keep you updated on that as well. As you can see, overall gain, we're still in an uptrend. Price is still in an uptrend, gain. After this move, price went to a yearly high of take profit 14, 1974, and price can go up here. And if price gets a push up here, we're going to the 2000s, gang. We're going up here and gold can get up there. Price is not that far from there. And price is at 1915 right now. And we see a push above 1915. Next level is 1930. Take profit 12, 1945. Take profit 13. And we can get all the way back up here at 1965 and get a push above here. We're going to 2000. And I'll keep you updated with that as well. Overall, we're still in an uptrend game. So again, like I was saying, gold prices are attempting to breach a key resistance level of 1916. Take profit 11. I was just showing you prices at 1915 right now, the previous high since May 2021. A successful attempt may intensifying near term buying pressure and open the door for a future upside potential with an eye open up 1960, and price can get back up to 1960. We can get a push above 1960. We can go all the way up to 2000. The overall trend, it remains bullish, still remains bullish. Letting us know that buyers are still in control, indicating that a formation of a consecutive higher highs and higher lows. The MAC indicator is trending higher above the neutral midpoint, suggesting that bullish momentum is dominating, but prices may be vulnerable to technical correction. So bullish momentum is still dominating. All right, gang. This is just some other news right here. Russia's central banks on Monday moved to shield the economy from unprecedented Western sanctions as its invasion of Ukraine continues, bolstering over measures, including assurance and will resume buying gold in a domestic market. Gold is still going up. So gold expects a rally in commodities that Russia and a major producer of, as the West steps up to political and economic restrictions in Moscow. So gold can still head up, again, as this is for today at 1907 per ounce, as gaining as a much as 2.2 earlier in the session. U.S. gold future advances 1% to 1907. So gold has risen about 6% so far in February, and what would be its best monthly gain since May 2021. We haven't seen price go up this high since last year, May 2021, after price scores to an 18-month high of 1973.96 last week. 1973, 1974, take profit 14. All right, gang. Like this was last week, gang, February 17th. Gold was was a little change near an 8-month high as traders assess highly tensions over Ukraine ahead of an expected meeting next week between Russia and U.S. We seen that meeting between Russia and U.S. That's why price went all the way up to 1974. When we seen the meeting against and we went over that too. We seen the meeting against with President Biden and President Putin. President Putin. We've seen Vladimir Putin. The U.S. said that Russia has massed as many as 1,900 personnel, including troops, National Guard units, and Russia backs separatists and around Ukraine in what is called the most significant military mobilization since World War II. Russia has repeatedly denied its plan to attack U.S. sanctuaries. So, and around Ukraine, in what could be called the most significant military mobilization since World War II, Russia has repeatedly denied to plan to attack U.S. Secretary of State Attorney Blinken and Russia Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has agreed to talk. So U.S. has agreed to talk as well. Russia is not attacking USD. And, we have a lot of commodities with Russia. And let's just talk about this in the news. This was last week with gold.
Kevin, you're noticing an interesting divergence between gold on the one hand going higher, and I was just looking at it's actually, I believe, now higher on the year, and the NASDAQ 100 or tech, big tech going lower.
Yeah, what's pretty fascinating is that we've seen gold really outperform here in this post-earnings season where people are looking for safe havens, especially in an inflationary environment. And what gold is telling you is that what a lot of people are talking about is that inflation is because of the supply chain, right? And the Fed really can't fix that. And so when you look at even the options market today, you're seeing about 3 times the amount of calls versus puts. But what's interesting is that there's a lot of conviction in a risk reversal trade where someone came out and sold a bunch of March 168 puts to help finance further upside in gold out in May to the tune of the 188 strike price. So it's pretty telling that gold has been sort of a dead trade for about a year and a half now, and now it's finally breaking out even against its own technicals. So it's looking like it's set to shine for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I'll be curious about that breakout because right now, if you look at a longer term chart of gold, it looks as though it could potentially be a false initial breakout, but that trade you're talking about sounds very high conviction. But what's interesting, Kevin?
I just want to pause that real fast. What they're telling us again is that gold can eventually go up to 2,000. It can eventually go all the way up to 2,000, and we'll go over this. We'll go back over this in the next video as well. We'll finish this in the next video. Gold can eventually go up to 2,000. Gang, gold can eventually go all the way up to 2,000. As overall, gold is still in an uptrend. Overall, we're still in an uptrend, and gold can go all the way up to here, 2,000. It was just up here not too long ago. Let's go back real fast. See if I can go all the way back. Gold was just up here, this is the highest. It's August 2020 at 2,075. So we can see gold heading all the way back up here. All right, gang.